Okay, it's Monday, the 22nd of September. This is Weather Outlook, and we got to look ahead here. We got some rain this week, and then possibly something subtropical along the coast next week. Okay, so right now across the state, temperatures vary. 60s in the higher elevations of the Poconos, 70s down in Philadelphia and Jersey, and down in Delaware. And then as we move across the state, they get into the upper 70s, mid-state, to where they get into the low 80s out by Pittsburgh, Washington area, southwestern Pennsylvania. Right now, if you're looking for precipitation, there's a few thunderstorms up here in New York, and maybe a couple breaking out south. And then as we go through the evening hours, you can see it begins to create like a line here, and rain does get into the area. Now this would be around 6 o'clock. You can see them beginning to move down, and there will be some rumbles of thunder along with it, and you can see it coming across. And it's a pretty good area of rain right here. It's going to take forever to get to the eastern part of Pennsylvania and Jersey and Delaware. It takes a maybe not even make it down to that far. But this is around 9 o'clock this evening, and you can see here's your thunderstorms and heavier rains, and then you got another batch out here outside of Pittsburgh. As you can see, they're moving to the northeast as they go eastward, and that's why it's taking a little bit longer to reach over here. This is around 11 o'clock tonight. You can see this starting to die out a little bit. It's a pretty good band looking out in western PA. But again, we have to go now all the way to 1 a.m. Here's 2 a.m., 3, 4, here's 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And you can see it hasn't got the Jersey or Delaware, and most of eastern PA hasn't got much at all. These are basically your morning lows, and as you can see, except for the highest elevations of the Poconos being in the upper 50s, everybody else is in the 60s, Delaware, Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Pretty much across the state like that. Now this is around 10 o'clock, and you can see it's cleared up for the most part, except some showers out in western PA, but it'll start to form again as we get later in the afternoon. This is around 3 in the afternoon, and now the actions move from western PA into central PA, starting to build up out there with some thunderstorms and stuff moving across in the afternoon. Temperatures in the afternoon, you can see where the rain is at. Here's your line right here, 80s ahead of it. If I back it up a little bit, you can see there's 80s ahead of it. But as that rain moves to the east, the temperatures will drop back in the 60s and the 70s. But along the I-95 corridor, you get into the lower 80s tomorrow. And then as we go into later afternoon, they actually make it east. This would be around 5 o'clock, and you can see they're going through Berks County. They're up here heading towards Allentown. You can see the rain down here is just west of Delaware. And then you can see it will hold together a little bit, but this is around 7 o'clock. It's now moved into Jersey with the heaviest rain. There's a little bit outside of Wilmington down here, and then there's some spotty stuff behind it as it goes on, and then that kind of moves out. And you go, okay, we're going to dry out. Well, yeah, we dry out overnight Tuesday, but then we got this next thing coming in. This is Wednesday around 3 in the afternoon. It's a pretty expansive part of rain here with some embedded thunderstorms once again, and there's just some to the north. So again, Wednesday not looking like a great day for a lot of people. And because of the clouds and the rain to the south, you can see the temperatures vary from, low 80s from Philadelphia up towards Newark, to where, and even down by Lancaster, some 80s and stuff, Harrisburg. But as that rain moves in, it'll drop into the 70s pretty quickly. And here, you can watch this now move ahead in time. I'll take this to around 7 o'clock in the evening, and you can see 60s out in western PA, northeastern PA, and 70s to the south in Jersey, Delaware, and southeastern PA. Precipitation at 7 o'clock on Wednesday will look like this. Yeah, you can see a massive amount of rain. There's where it was early in the morning, and then it works its way up. So there are some scattered thunderstorms. There will be some scattered heavier showers with it. And it kind of hangs around, and this takes you to around 9 o'clock at night. And it's raining in Jersey. It's raining in most of Pennsylvania. Some showers down towards Delaware. Kind of rotates and takes its good old time trying to leave. and you can see more comes pulling back in. There's Thursday morning around 7 o'clock, and you have some more rain moving in, and then that takes it, and it takes forever to get out of eastern PA, Jersey, and Delaware, but it's pretty much a rainy day, at least for the beginning part of Thursday. Just to give you a heads up, this would be Saturday night around midnight. It's a Sunday, and there's a strong coastal low off of Cape Hatteras down there again, and we may get into that again where you got riptides, some heavier rains, and some high wave action along the coast. And it's a very slow mover. So this is Sunday on the 29th in the evening, and you can still see it hanging around down there. So some of the models take it out, some of the models bring it in, but I'm just giving you a heads up if you're heading south to know that there's a possibility if you're driving down towards Virginia and North Carolina that something's going to be there. The actual direction it takes from there, I don't know yet. And again, that's just letting you give you a heads up that that's there. All right, everybody, take care and be safe.